9-map pool that we're using now. 8 are done. 1 is left. We're going to go to Cafe Dostoevsky as Pons had the last say on it. Removing Bank and taking us, again, to Cafe.
But there are ADSs on the way through. They burn the shield, both players stepping away. Neither falling down, but then I know there is someone trying to step forwards, and sure enough, Exodus is going to walk right into that one. Kanto.
Pawns are really on the back foot here. They've not made any progress as Kanto finds himself a second, and Crying gets in on the action. This could be a flawless round to kick us off here, Des, if WTG can't find a man. And it's going to be trouble for Pawns.
Where has he just got away to? He almost snaked away from it. I think the man actually dropped as well. Does he know he's gone for the cross that he's on the right? Into the room he comes, they hear him, and those Malusis are just free. They need to unseat him from here if they're going to make the push, but here comes the drop.
Now is the time for Pawns. They need to get aggressive. WTG goes straight into the plant site. Mission manages to get a kill onto Leon, and that might be it. Deepek's looking to push from the rear, and they've got full control here. Diffuser has gone down, and surely this is a Pawns round much better than we've seen in round 1 and 2 from them. Mission shuts down Rips, and it's all up to the smoke. 1v5 now, and you can't sit and hold an angle forever. Deepek gets himself a nice kill into Freezer, but that will be all as Exodus finishes things off. Diffuser's going down. WTG's got himself established inside a site. It's either on the cover, they've got the vertical, they should be able to stick this, and they do. Crying, he's going to look to move himself all the way around underneath. Leon goes to the challenge onto Reed indoor, shut down by Cider, and it's all going towards Pawns once again. 5v1, and it's all up to Deepek once again, but this time he can't even find one. This is going to come as a rush, Des. They've got 3 of them stacked up on Reed indoor. There we go. Rips is ready for it, but he can't find a kill. That allows them to get inside a site. Kills go either way as Crying finds WTG. Roger coming out on top though. 3v3 as things are leveled up. Deepek just trying to smoke off that door. They've got the diffuser down. They've got Kanto above. They've got diffuser down on the ground. He just needs to sit and watch this angle effectively. There's no way that Pawns can push that top floor.
And they've got about 50 seconds to play with, Tim. It's so much time. They're getting called out on yellow pings as well, so they know there's a man sat halfway at white here. Do they know about him sat up on the back of the stairs, though? Because if they don't, they don't. They didn't realise he'd step back up a bit higher, and Leon finds a mission.
Wasting time here. It's being beautifully done by Rogue. He tries to peek the close angle. He knows that Deepek is there. Deepek instead has actually gone in from that rappel, and he opens up his own death, Des.
One of those that you're kind of hoping no one's going to be still in the doorway as you do the opener, but he was there ready and waiting. A second one comes through, making a third, a mission.
Leon just trying to push sort of directly towards that top floor, directly towards site here, and there's barely any kills been required up on the top floor for Pawns. A mission finishes off a flawless round. Leon, he's going to move in. He can get his diffuser down here. I don't think the challenge is going to come quickly enough from Andrize. There's cover inside a site as well. Plant successful. It's now about the retake. Deepek manages to find the opener. The challenge comes in. Leon just missing the shots on the secondary. He's going to get shut down, but 4v4 and limited time here as the fight back comes in from Pawns. WTG gets 1, but Kanto, he gets 2, goes big. 3v2 now, and Rogue with those verticals, they surely win this out. Crying from inside a site on top of that diffuser. There are of course razor blooms inside of this window, but we've said it time and time again, they're not always the best to deny entry. He comes in and gets 1. Can he keep himself away? Yes, and as I said, not the best for denying entry because the diffuse on them is just too long. The kills have rained in.
Not getting rips up when they must have felt like they had a positional advantage. Bit of a crossfire, loses to 1. Can he get the next? No, he can't. Crying wins out the 1 versus 1. Rogue get the round.
Cider on the Mozzie is just continuing to make a nuisance of himself. He's actually got a second man with him who's going to drop the hatch, and this time Rogue managing to sweep across.
They didn't know about the second man stepping in as well. Almost team killing Deepek on the way through, but it's the shot through the floor. They found 3 out of nowhere. They just didn't expect the Mozzie to still be upstairs, and he steps across to the shield, shuts it down, gets support from below. It could not have gone much worse. All goes for Rogue. All goes wrong for Rogue, sorry.
We might see that Ossa shield brought into action this time. We certainly do. It's on the door. It's going to give an opportunity. Beautiful, just punches out the visual. Leon takes the kill onto Cider before he starts putting that diffuser down. Is a mission in a position to deny? I think he has been, yes. The Yokai taken out though. There is a second as 15 seconds left to go, and I would expect Rogue to be able to deal with this. He manages to stop 1 attempt. Leon gets downed. What is going on? It's 4v1 as a mission. He is taken down inside a bakery, but Exodus, he's up above. Deepek, he's managed to get the diffuser. He's putting it down. If he can find his man, He could stop this. He could win the round. He could take it the distance, but he just could not find the angle. But can he find these 3 individual kills? No, he doesn't even find the first as Cryan hits his shots, and that's going to be Rogue taking what has been a close and hard-fought game against Pawns here.
Bank is the one that we've got. Navi have the final say, remove Clubhouse for it.
They've got to start trying to angle themselves down. Here the pressure's coming over stock. The drop onto the hatch is instantly picked up. They look for a second, can't quite find the response, but it's Blur and Yak all over the site itself. Spraying into all the smoke. Sloth is the last to arrive, gets one, gets impacted and gets dropped. Navi locking an opener. Waiting for the swing to come around from the vaults. The cooked grenade isn't what we're going to see, but it's a spray. Either side, Nath battles back, finds one. Now Benj is in a bit of a tricky situation. They don't have the kit, and Yak's just waiting for somebody to drift over the top. Heads up, gets locked down. It's a 2 versus 1. They're low on time, and it's a long-range spray. Grizzly. They are more than accepting of the fact that even if things go away from them in the site, they can bite the approach back. There's Nath getting in one more. The drop comes around on the stock hatch side. There's a swing round. Can't quite get the connected kill, but importantly, gets the follow-up. It's a 2 versus 3. Uno's going to see if he can stick it the second time. They're not going to go for the vertical rotation. Instead, takes the fight, loses out, but Yak with a double gets Navi their third. It's not a sound that we've heard throughout this game so far. Could it be the start of something? Gorgona suffers next. There is a player that was caught out on the rotate. The beepers are a play, but he suffers his own. A little pocket caught in, and there's Yak getting the instant response. They got to try and make sure they can try and connect the dots with a 2 versus 1. The first spray comes through. The C4 doesn't quite get the catch. They're safe behind around the archives. The solid bit of wall means that he's got to go for the rotate. He catches out the first. He can't get to the second in time.
And the grenade's already being cooked, just rolling around the corner, but it's not in time this time. As the mirror window gets smashed, Secretly needs to go aggressive, but he misses the opportunity to. Oh, misses the C4 as well as he gets taken out.
Oh, but Blur, the backline player with a heavy hitting gun, brings a lot back in. It's, well, maybe going to stick it at this point. He doesn't really have much of a choice. Nath, he rotates round. The pings come through. He's dropped and pistol swung. Nath connects the dots. Once again, Navi, they're finding themselves a little bit slowed. Wins out an important fight there. Benji's going for another. The grenade gets caught out there. Close on the swing round. Is hoping to see it, but the canister gives him a little bit more time. They're just going to have to take the drop into the hatch.
And they need to go for a plant, and there is still going to be the C4 that comes in, but it won't hit like that. It misses. They need to go for a gunfight instead, and Yak is there for the cover. It's a 2-on-2 retake situation now with the Echo dying. Only Grizzly, who gets taken out by Secretly, finds himself. Oh, that's a pink to come through. They might as well defeat Seas, but it's Blur with the very first kill. The grenade will be used to get rid of that camera.
Can feed this information to the rest, and there it is. Fed Thunder. He's able to strike, gets one more on the top floor, a triple kill.
Has spotted and shot multiple drones, gets the very first kill. It's the 1 out of 5 he needs, but then is too well focused on that drone, gets taken out from the player in Garage, and the GGs gets called. It's Navi that get an important win under their belt.
What will it be? It'll be a border in this case, as Oregon is voted out by BDS.
And even more headaches to work through.
Great, as you say, to get them underway, but MOWWWGLI goes in, and this is the problem that BDS need to learn how to deal with. Finds Rafal, finds Alems, and continues doing what he has been doing consistently so far through stage 1 of EUL. MOWWWGLI gets a third on the round.
Big error coming out there. MOWWWGLI looking for one more now. Sees the man as he was reloading. He's onto a 4K in the round.
That plant so that he completely flips the switch here and turns Ranchiro into a defender, but that is a round 1 ace.
We spoke about defensive teams using this as a rotate point. They have no idea he's here. Going to find himself a second, make it 7 in a row. Why not 8? Let's go all the stretch once again. Swings on the door, but Rafal's a little too quick and finally puts him to bed.
He's got Nitro in hand. Out it goes. It's an absolute certainty. Finds his man. Shinka shut down by LMs, and that's going to be BDS leveling things up.
And I think they know that Rafal's here in this case, but he's getting pinched in from jail as well. Got a drone on one side. The pressure's starting to mount up, but can they find the man before he finds them? Yes, they can, because MOWWWGLI's straight into a friendly nade. Unlucky, I guess.
All of a sudden, BDS look like they might just have themselves a small advantage. Hold up inside a workshop, but P4, nice kill through onto Shaiko. Gives them a possibility, an option, a chance here for Shinka to get this diffuser down, but out goes the Nitro from distance. It's perfect, and Bibu trying to force Ranchiro to move away from the angles that he seems to know so well. Rise, he's going to find himself a second on the round. That's going to be Breeday, and maybe LFO can get something going here.
You can see they're clearly trying to get the way into office side here as well. C4 coming out, but it's a little bit too deep. P4's already charged through like he does best, but 2 members have hit the deck. It's a 1v2 here for Alems.
Just going to hold his angles inside of sight for the time being. He gets Wonders. Can he do this? He's got 3 more to find, but 2 of them are very low health. There's another one, but no! Shut down by Raz, who gets his 3rd in the round, and LFO gets something going. It is not an easy one to win, especially when the defenders have got the different sides. He's just stood in the open net. He stood wide in the open and takes playday down. That is disgusting. Shinka's looking to make a rotate, but he's going to get himself flashed out. P4's hammering bullets on a long angle, but not going to find anybody. Shinka down inside, and surely this is over now as Alemdra fall. The kills come in. Nade in from the dome onto Sandwich. I've not seen this one for a long time. There you go. Rice didn't see it coming either. They're cruising at the minute, and LFO are just really struggling now. They've got themselves on defence. Beautiful pre-fire coming out of Bibu, though. Just knew the man was stepping across, and a second takes down Alems as well.
That he's being pressed as a flash comes through. In comes Brede, looking around the side, but he finds a 3K. How has Bibu walked away with that? Jumps him, but Rafal knows that he's a rat on the ground, takes him out.
We see 1 drop come. Second is going to be the hatch, but MOWWWGLI, he's aware. Red ping gives it away, and he finds his man on the drop. Goyo certainly proving his worth. Alems gets away with one there. What's MOWWWGLI doing? He's going on the drop, but Rise, he's going to find the kill onto Alems, and he's going to keep MOWWWGLI alive. He's going for more. He's straight out of the detention wall and gets himself a second. Brede shuts him down.
The yellow pin came in. Surely he can't slip his way through here. They must know that he's around there. Yes, they do. Renshira's going to make sure it's 0-7 for Shinka. Worth noting, Rise, 2-6 on entry in this game. It's not looking super hot. Has gone down more often than not. And Shaiko finding P4. This could be the close unless he can go massive Shinka, but no, he can't. He's in a 1 versus 4. Going to drop through the hatch here, looking for where the plant's going down. But the long angle is there from Renshiro, just ready and waiting. BDS get the win over their French counterparts. And probably not one that LFO were looking for, given their strong start to the season. But 3 points are 3 points for BDS.
There it is. It's Oregon, picked up by outsiders.
There's no one to come in from the side. That means if all guns are aiming the same direction, which they currently are, they might be able to make the trade game happen here on the side of G2. Rask with a pre-fire, though, will find Piranha, but its position is being retaken by Citizen. And Zalamau creates another rotation here with a shotgun. He needs to be very careful to step out there because they might be watching it. Basher with the pre-fire loses his life, and it's only up to FMX now. Rotates into elbow, is trying to hunt down Citizen, who goes for the pre-fire, and G2 win the first round.
He's got to make sure that his movement matches it. There it is, the burn, the burst, Smash and Pasha, both in and up. Citizen instantly taken aback, but the diffuser is cold too. Alamau fights his way back across Attic, and now they're able to go for the retake. It's just Smash left in a 1 versus 3. The rest of the work done by the rest of G2 made sure they had the catch. The diffuser going cold. The clash has just sort of set them up. Impromptu Talon shields if there are a reverse Osa, and well, there's a reverse peek. Doesn't get caught. There's a Jaeger behind there, but at that point he's going to try and move it away. Smash! Hell of a take onto Citizen.
They need to keep control of the actual site. This is dangerous. You cannot just rip that open. And it's only up to Doki now, but Doki is above. Is he going to be able to retake the attic here? Spots one player, doesn't quite get the kill, and Smash locks it off. Outsiders win a round here.
The E1D rolls out. He doesn't have to move, but he sprays through. Gets the connection on the first. The second gets it back, but it's a 3 versus 3 there in sight. The catch in the win last time, but a cold kit means that that is a huge take.
That's Rask. He's going up quick here. With that knock, he's going to be able to find one at least. And that is going to be a very early assassination there.
Canisters, they're going to make it a little bit more uncomfortable. It's a 3-pronged push, and the first sticks in. Smash is going to see if he can try and drive behind it across the top, and they're going for the default plant spot just on the close corners. The grenade roll over the top, bit of damage, but Ash is still standing. Alamau finishes off 1, but they're going to get the plant off here. The canister doesn't quite get the full catch. It's a post-plant, and Rask slips out. After the work he's done before, Milan has the cross angle, Alamau has the revenge, and there is Rask to be the full stop on the end of a back and forth. I think we're about to get a 3-2-1 go. There it is, the blind, the flash. You're not going to be able to get that locked in, Alamau.
Now, it might be actually worth it here to just try and hold on, but the shotgun from Pasha will be able to find Alamau right as the blitz comes through. Unable to land the shots, will be taken out. Milan, though, close around the corner, gets spray-fired by Virtue.
Well, Prano, in the meantime, gets Pasha a 4 versus 3 versus 1. Is how it ends up after that back and forth. Smash, he's still above the hatch. He's waiting to see if anybody slips through, but a reverse grenade Doesn't quite get the full catch. Bruno's going to plant. At this point, Smash needs to make his way down to the site. He could have gone one of two ways, so he at least has that in his favor, but you assume there's intel and pings. And there it is, Paramount G2. And that's it. They're just taking care of all the utility around this swing. That grenade rolls perfectly. Pressure starts to come over from the opposite side. The early work was done on Laundry, and this late work is 3 for 3. Doki doubles down, and this stretch, this extension of a new method of play, FMX at least finds one. Doki finds one more with Prano getting the lock in. G2 back in the lead. Well, Rask bites back, but Doki, where you going? To the back of the site, doesn't see the rotation come through, and Milan's doing everything to hold on to it, but Prano and Alamo finding one apiece, and, well, suddenly FMX is able to strike his way back to the top of White Stairs. Milan gets one more. There is the catch. It's a 1 versus 1. Prano knows where the player is, pre-fires himself over to the angle, and has the kit in pocket, but at this point, he's just weighing and weighing up to see if he can get the swing. FMX gets it cleaner. And we are still level pegging.
This is going to be the Candelas dropping in. This will be the execute. Milan gets the very first right after he blinds. It's out with the refrag here.
Rask, he's holding himself behind those Echo drones, seeing if he can try and get them formulated into position, and also goes for the push. Alamau suffers a 4 versus 2. They also have the take there from Rask, who's been doing huge work behind that one extension shield, and Virtue, he's waiting, but he's suffering from all different sides. It's a spray, it's a pepper, but it's no catch.
But that means they could be going for a plant. However, they still need to get control. Pasha to come around the corner, finds one, but instantly traded out afterwards, though.
G2, what are you going to do? And, well, apparently not enter that way. FMX gets it. The player on the second story goes for a push. Milan is able to retake the stairs, finds one, looks for the second. They have to fight themselves into sight, but it's all locked out. And Outsiders are steadily making more of a statement about how they are inside this league, and inside, for them, potentially, the top 4.
8 removed, 1 is left, and what will it be? It'll be Cafe Dostoevsky.
Could well move through here, but there's one on his left, and I think that's Keenan on the lesion, and he knows exactly where he is. Just going to hold himself there at the bottom of red for the time being, watching the window. They're going to have Sleben shutting down Nello. Users manages to find Tyrant and take him out, but there's only 10 seconds left to go, and this could be just a little too late here as Neo tries to get in, thinks about putting Diffuser down, doesn't have a choice but to stick it. He's going to run out of time. He's going to run out of life as Keenan manages to find the final kill. They're going to be aware that at least somebody is inside a piano. I'm not sure if the drone will have seen him, but what a nade coming in from Tyrant, so that they can shift Kendrew out of Cigar Shop. Titan's going to go down. Kendrew manages to find Solitov, but Nello shuts him down in a direct trade, 4v2. So far, Eminem haven't extended that far, but what a challenge from Tyrant! Absolutely deletes Gomfy there, shuts him down on the reverse angle.
I think it was Gomfy just narrowly aware that this had been opened up as well, so stepped away. Does he know about the man on white? Yes, he does, but neither of them finding each other just yet. Slightly dodging out before, no, it's Tyrant getting Kendrew, so the battle for White Stairs continues, and Solitov wins into a 5 versus 2, make it a 5 versus 1 as he finds his first 2 kills, and impactful they are coming down White.
Nello, well aware that there is a man looking to get Cozy inside of the freezer. He's going to take his chance. Shotgun 1, shotgun 2. Simple as that for Nello to lock it down, and that's going to leave them now in a 3v1. Kendrew, 4 seconds left to go. Shut down by Neo, and that's going to be Eminem leveling things up. Looks like the push is going to have to come in from Pillars, though. We've got Titan with Diffuser in hand. Beautiful for Keenan to open things up there. Gets one onto Solitov. There is the potential for getting the Diffuser down. Titan just comes off the scope at the wrong time. He knows there's a man in the corner. He's going to be shut down. That's Diffuser down, but Keenan, he manages to get the kill. He gets Titan back on his feet. This one could be successful. Challenging into the utility room. Gets one, gets two. Top of Brown Stairs shut down. And Secret somehow come away with the round.
Ever know. Like, I feel across probably at least 75. No way! He almost got 3! He was so close to getting 3, Tim!
On to Kendrew. Needs to be aware as he comes to heads with him. He's got no idea whatsoever. And Keenan, he's going to shut him down. It's going to leave him an opportunity to get a White Stairs. Kill start coming in. Solitov manages to get Gomfy to put the brakes on a little bit. 2v3. Keenan found out at the top of the stairs. It's going to be Tyrant to take him down. All up to Sleben, but unable to finish things off.
We know what happens when we start getting this close. They've got to find their kills. They see 1 of the 2 line up. Sleben gets the gunfight though into a 2k in the round. Can't see one at distance inside a bakery. They've got to step their way in and go for a plant here, and that's exactly what they'll do. These air jabs might be absolutely huge for them. They've got the Yokais on side. One comes out. Will they find a second? Surely they will. No, it gets stuck. Did he miss the first blast? Tim, they could have completely whiffed this one. The C4 they tried to get through and use this. Don't try and recover it, please. He can just step above the crouch here and pop you in the head, no problem at all. Neo has worked his way around. Do they see the man? They can find one, but is it time for Super Sleben to come all the way through? With this one, he's got one down. Wins this 1v1. Yes, he does. Secret take round 11, and they're in the spot to take 3 points in round 12. No one's on the default cam. Oh no, there has to be someone on the cam. Does he see the man? Sees the head, and he gets the kill. Solotov's gone. That's what they were looking for. Neo also hitting the deck. The swing coming through, but Keenan really wants this one. They've got themselves into a spot where 2 come back. Titan battling back. Kendra a second. There's only 2 left. Nello, Neo, Titan now stepping in. Tucked in behind the reinforcement is now going in for the plan. The 3 versus 2. A swing comes in. It's down to the last one. There is no way M&M are about to fall here. Neo doing his very best and getting one back, but he's got to kill 2. The standing coach and Sleben, who's had a wonderful couple of rounds. He can't find it. Secret have beaten M&M 7-5.
Unreal performance out of Team Secret. Titan there, managing to get himself into dining, get that diffuser down.
Heroic at the top with 6 points, but there's also 6 for LFO, for Outsiders, for G2, for BDS, 5 points for Rogue at 6th place. That's not going to confuse you at all. 7 points for well, actually, no. Number 7 is NAVI. See, I'm being confused myself. 4 points for NAVI and Team Secret, 2 for Pones, and still 0 for M&M, our coming up team from the Challenger League.